Roman Reigns returned to singles action for the first time in more than 6 months at WWE Clash in Paris. The Tribal Chief went on to battle Bronson Reed for the first time in his career, and managed to pin the Star and pick a victory. However, the celebration didn't end well for Reigns. Braun Breaker speared him through the table to kick off a massive assault, which was then followed by Reed and Breaker taking down Reigns. After multiple tsunamis on Reigns by Reed, the assault ended, leading to the OTC being stretchered out of the arena. Michael Cole later confirmed that the former undisputed WWE champion had multiple fractured ribs and would be out of action for an indefinite period. Since the announcement, the WWE Universe has been wondering what the future holds for Reigns once he returns to the squared circle. While his return date is still not confirmed, it is clear he will make his comeback and take on the Vision, specifically Seth Rollins, in a match that has been anticipated for months. However, Roman Reigns might not make his return alone this time around. With Rollins having allies like Breakker, Reed, and now Becky Lynch in his corner, his former Shield brother may need some backup. To even the odds and further get the OG bloodline reunited, Roman Reigns could return with a new manager, WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi. Rikishi's potential involvement could lead the Usos to get back together alongside Reigns to take on the trio. This could turn into the perfect storyline, adding excitement with the 59-year-old's possible return. Only time will tell what WWE has in store for the Stars next. Roman Reigns recently made a plea to Michael Jordan. The OTC made a massive appearance on Stephanie McMahon's What's Your Story? Podcast recently, discussing a number of things. Among them, Reigns talked about having a Tom Brady signed NFL helmet and wished to have a basketball signed by Michael Jordan in his collection. I have a Tom Brady helmet, signed, acknowledged by their GOAT. I would love an MJ, Michael Jordan basketball. Yeah, I mean, that would be a beautiful compliment to be on that mantle. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make that happen. Well, hopefully MJ, we can get that ball over to the Tribal Chief real quick, you know what I mean? That was it, yeah. MJ for sure signed basketball to go next to that Tom Brady helmet, Reigns said. While Jordan has not responded to Roman Reigns' plea yet, both men could be seen together very soon. Fans will have to wait and see what WWE has planned for Reigns in the future. For years, Roman Reigns has been the central figure of WWE programming, carving out one of the most dominant championship reigns in modern wrestling history. As the Tribal Chief, he stood atop the WWE mountain, commanding loyalty, fear, and respect from everyone in the locker room. His absence from WWE television since Clash in Paris 2025 has left a massive void, sparking endless speculation among fans and analysts alike. But whispers within the WWE universe suggest that when Reigns finally makes his long-awaited return, he may not come back alone. Instead, he could be bringing reinforcements, allies, or even a shocking new faction that could once again shift the balance of power in the company. Let's break down the possibilities, the rumors, and the potential impact of Roman Reigns' return with backup. The Bloodline, a family legacy that never dies. Roman Reigns' absence has not meant the end of the Bloodline. His cousins, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and Solo Sikoa, have carried on the legacy in different ways, though fractured by betrayal and shifting allegiances. Solo Sikoa, in particular, has been heavily pushed as the enforcer figure who may be eyeing leadership in Roman's absence. If Roman returns, one possible angle is a Bloodline reunion, though not without tension. Reigns may arrive with a stronger, restructured version of the faction. Imagine him returning flanked not only by Solo Sikoa but also by newer Samoan talents from NXT or even legends making guest appearances. A reformed Bloodline under Roman could remind the WWE Universe that his dominance was never just about him, it was about family. But the drama lies in whether current members would even accept his return. Solo has gained his own following, and Jey Uso has been thriving as a singles star. Could Roman's return spark a civil war within the Bloodline? The answer could define WWE's main event scene for years. The possibility of new allies. While family ties define much of Roman Reigns' WWE story, there is also speculation that he may not restrict himself to relatives when he comes back. Reigns could align with surprising allies, creating a faction unlike anything WWE has seen. Some possible names floated by fans and insiders include Jacob Fatu, a powerhouse with the same intimidating aura as Roman, currently making waves outside WWE. His eventual debut under Reigns' wing would immediately elevate him. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, long associated with Bullet Club and NJPW, they have family ties with the Anoa'i dynasty. Their WWE debut alongside Roman could create a dangerous new branch of the bloodline. Young upstarts in NXT, WWE may use Roman's return as a way to introduce new Samoan talent or even non-family wrestlers who owe loyalty to the tribal chief. Such an alliance would serve two purposes, refreshing Roman's character and giving new stars instant credibility. A return fueled by revenge. Roman Reigns' absence was triggered by one of the most shocking attacks in recent WWE history. At Clash in Paris, he was brutally assaulted, leaving fans stunned and opening the door for rumors about who orchestrated the ambush. Many believe Solo Sikoa had a hand in it. Others point to potential involvement from Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, or even a returning legend. If Reigns returns with backup, the motivation will likely be revenge. The tribal chief may not be content to simply reclaim his throne, he may want to dismantle those who dared to challenge him. Having allies at his side would make that mission far more destructive. Imagine a scenario where Roman and his new faction launch surprise attacks across both Raw and SmackDown, re-establishing dominance and reminding everyone that the era of the tribal chief is not over. The impact on WWE storylines. Roman Reigns' return is not just about one man, it could redefine WWE's storytelling landscape. His comeback with allies could immediately spark rivalries with some of the company's biggest names. Against Cody Rhodes, Cody finally finished the story, but Roman returning with backup could threaten to undo everything Cody fought for. Against Seth Rollins, Rollins has consistently been positioned as a measuring stick for Reigns. Adding a faction war element would raise the stakes even higher. Against Solo Sikoa, perhaps the most personal feud of all. A Roman vs. Solo showdown, with both men backed by their own alliances, could headline WrestleMania. By not returning alone, Roman ensures that the power struggle within WWE remains the most talked about storyline in professional wrestling. Could Paul Heyman be the mastermind again? No Roman Reigns discussion is complete without mentioning Paul Heyman, the wise man. Heyman has been conspicuously quiet since Reigns' absence, keeping fans guessing about his loyalties. If Roman does not return alone, Heyman may once again play a pivotal role, either by introducing new members to the bloodline or orchestrating alliances behind the scenes. Heyman's role as the strategic brain has always complemented Roman's dominance. With new soldiers at his disposal, Heyman could engineer an even more unstoppable empire for the tribal chief. Fan excitement and speculation. The WWE universe thrives on speculation, and few returns have generated as much buzz as Roman Reigns. Fans have been debating whether he should come back as a heel or a babyface, whether he should align with Solo or fight him, and whether new Samoan wrestlers should debut at his side. What's certain is this: if Roman Reigns does not return alone, WWE will have a ready-made storyline of loyalty, betrayal, and power struggles. Fans are already fantasy booking scenarios, from shocking Royal Rumble moments to surprise entrances during WrestleMania season. Some even believe Reigns may debut a Bloodline 2.0, a younger, hungrier version of the faction designed to ensure that the family's dominance lasts another decade. The business side of Roman's return. WWE knows that Roman Reigns is box office gold. His return will not just be a storyline moment, it will be a business decision with massive implications for ratings, live ticket sales, and international expansion. Bringing him back with allies would amplify the spectacle, creating must-see television every week. Imagine the merchandise possibilities of a new bloodline, the buzz around live shows featuring the faction, and the mainstream attention WWE could generate by presenting Reigns as the leader of an even larger empire. In short, Roman's return is not just about one star, it's about revitalizing WWE's momentum in a competitive wrestling landscape. Conclusion: the return of the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns has always been larger than life, and WWE knows his comeback has to be monumental. Returning alone would already be huge, but coming back with allies, whether family, new recruits, or shocking outsiders, would turn it into one of the biggest moments in wrestling history. The Bloodline story has always been about legacy, power, and dominance. If Roman Reigns returns with backup, it sends a clear message: the Tribal Chief is not just reclaiming his throne, he is bringing an empire with him. And when that moment finally happens, one thing is guaranteed: the WWE Universe will acknowledge him all over again.